This video is about small talk. So what is small talk? How to do it well? Why is it important? So you can think about a beginning of a relationship, especially with a new person, but it can be a friend. Okay, so small talk, let's assume that we meet a new person. So for a lot of people, especially people who are very information oriented, these are mainly men, especially in the engineering IT field, not very socially aware of the situation. They don't like small talks. They don't think what's the point. Okay, so because that small talk topics are irrelevant. So today is very hot, it's very sunny, and oh, this building is very beautiful. So starting a conversation. So small talk is an icebreaker. There is an underlying thinking behind this. So if I go to somebody and start to talk about the weather, nobody cares about the weather, so why people talk about this? Because let's say I say that, oh, today is very hot, isn't it? My message is that, hey, I come to you because you look an interesting person and I want to know whether we can be good friends later. Let's start a conversation and find out whether we match, we can have a future, the next step or not. And the other person said that, who cares about the weather? It means that I don't care about you. Okay? But if the person said, really it's very hot, and usually at this time and global warming, it doesn't really matter, because the main point is that rejection or cooperation. So the other person can say anything. Oh, yeah. It's better if, so what to do that? Respond maybe in one sentence to that statement or question that the other person uses as an opening. So, it's too hot. Yes, and the weekend I will go to this and these places and I hope it will not rain. So in this case, the person can very quickly respond, okay, so that, and then can change the topic. And it's no problem to change the topic, because in the small talk, the topic is not important. It's about, do you want to find out whether we are a good match and maybe we can cooperate and do things together or not? And what is important is that the person is putting energy into starting the relationship. So they gave something that is not a rejection about me. It can be about rejecting the weather, so say some negative. It's better to start with some positive, especially when two people have positive attitude to life. Because if one of them is usually looking for, oh, it's a very beautiful weather, the other person is saying that, no, it's raining, I don't like rain. It's a kind of continuing the topic, but actually contradicting to you. So it's a kind of half rejection, because so at the beginning of a small talk, try to not to contradict to the other person. If you don't agree with the person, don't say that I don't agree with you. I just, and so don't give any reaction. So the best way, if you agree with the person, even if you don't agree with the other person, what you say, because it's not lying, it is just being positive. Or if you don't agree and you don't want to express this, then don't do that. So just ignore the things and start to talk about it, and then talk about something else. So it means that maybe you reject the topic, but you don't reject the person. Okay? So the main point is, when there is a small talk, it has a function for social interaction and communication. It is about starting, breaking the ice and checking whether the other person want to cooperate, want to start a relationship, even if it's a very short relationship, and then we can go further on in the communication.